You're listening to Open for Discussion, where, man, y'all probably shouldn't have said that. It tends to happen. Let's start the show.
715 East Music Group.
Welcome to Open for Discussion, where any and everything is on the table to be discussed. I'm your host, Albert, and I got my brothers from another mother in here with me. I got my boy, Diddy Rowe.
Yeah, buenos dias.
Oh. All right, man. I got my boy, Cleet the Geek.
What it do?
And I got my boy, G-Dub.
Yo.
And you know it's always a great time when I have the wives in the building. Mm-hmm. I have to my left, my lovely bride, Miss Adrian.
Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody.
Miss Merlot.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Queen of the South, Miss Kim.
What they do?
And Sabrina.
Not the queen.
Why I gotta get that intro?
That's always your intro.
No, that's not my intro. Try again.
Well, we have the vivacious, the prayer master herself, Xena, Princess Warrior, Sabrina.
Thank you. Hey, y'all. That's right. Thank you. Absolutely. You better.
Wow.
Oh man, like I said, y'all, I love it when everybody's here, man. We have various topics that we tend to wait for to discuss when the women are in here. But first of all, I would like to know how is everybody doing? How are the wives? Because I know us guys, we gonna say we are doing okay and we're fine. Or Brian will say something real quick.
I am going to say something real quick. That was a very sexist comment you made.
I knew it.
Until the women are here.
And we're off.
Ladies, how are y'all doing today?
Better than ever.
Better than ever.
I'm doing great.
Well, they did the
Doing
same.
good.
Pretty much.
What you want me to say? A paragraph?
Maybe we need to extract that question from the record. Wow, you see that script right quick.
Oh man, y'all! I hate every one of you. Just want to make sure I get that out before we even start the show, man. Before we even get going too deep. Now I have a question, and this is gonna be a little sensitive for some of y'all to answer, but hopefully we're all adults here, and you've managed to live life, and you've had situations come up, and this is a moment where you may be able to help someone. But my first question that I have for y'all, and it's something that bothers me, is because, I'm in a corporate setting now, and you would think that corporate situations that the bathroom manner would coincide with being in a corporate area.
Okay.
So, bathroom etiquette, it really bothers me.
Yeah.
When a grown man in a three-piece suit walks past you, and because we're in men's bathroom, we have the standing urinals, and when a grown man walks past me in a three-piece suit, closes the bathroom door, and instantly just the sound of a boat motor then they talk to you to try to explain what's going on with them.
Wow. Nah.
So, especially while the ladies are here, what are some of the bathroom faux pas that y'all have to deal with on a daily basis?
Well, for me, oh my gosh. So, feminine hygiene, it's a big one for me.
We've talked about this before.
So when I go into the bathroom, especially, if somebody's in there, they're, fighting something, they're doing the number two and it's fresh. I literally, for me, I'm speaking on myself only,
yes.
I literally would gag. It's just the smell. And I have to literally put my shirt over my...
Now, do you do the gag sound when you walk in? So embarrassing. Just pick my feet up.
No, I literally have to put my shirt over my nose so I can smell my smell, so I can
free yourself.
Yes, if I really have to go. If not, I'll just walk right out and do it. But
I'm good.
That's
I hold
one of
it.
my pet peeves when I go in there and it's That's one of mine.
I say for me, I hate when
I can see feminine products left. Like,
Disgusting. God.
I hate that.
Like open.
Yeah, like, you know, we should know by now how to wrap it up, dispose of it.
should.
You would hope so.
You would think so.
You think so, but that's one of mine. I just hate it. So luckily, I'm home now, so I don't go into the office. So I don't see
Praise
that.
God, praise God.
Yay.
Well, I have a few. Kim, one is the smell. I'll be like, then I walk away. I go to another bathroom. Two, when a woman is going through her monthly friend that visits every month, and it's left on the
Flo?
seat.
Jesus
And it's
Christ.
left on the seat.
All right, we're done.
All right, moving on. Guys. So, guys,
Why is this even a topic that we're discussing? I know, but it's just
Hey,
like
man.
this is
You
just
should never went
this
to the
is
women's bathroom.
Jesus.
no, this real life, man.
Deal with a lot in there.
This real life.
It's left on the seat, and
Oh,
then,
Lord.
and then you can actually smell it. Like it's disgusting.
No comment.
Like it's disgusting.
Babe.
Well, I just decided that there's no such thing as public etiquette when it comes to a bathroom. I don't care if you're in a corporate office, a park,
It don't matter.
Yeah. It don't
the
matter.
mall. It doesn't matter. So we just choose to use the bathroom before we leave the house.
Absolutely.
I try not to drink too much water while I'm at work because it's awful. We actually in my suite have a spray that we walk in the bathroom with every time we go in order to be able to peacefully use the bathroom, or else we don't go. So literally, you walk in and you walk out. I just won't go. I'll get in my car and go somewhere else before I go at my job. Yeah, it's just awful. That it just doesn't exist anymore. I don't know if it's home
that
training or you get to a point where you don't care. And sometimes it's not even what they've done in the bathroom, it's how they smell when they walk into the bathroom that makes me turn around.
Lord.
So
And I do have one more.
Go ahead.
I tell Cleve about this all the time. The epiphany I've gotten over the years, like people not wiping themselves.
Yeah.
Like I know for sure they are not wiping themselves. Say I, go in the stall, and then somebody comes in and they like then hurried up, zipped up,
Yeah.
and left. I'm like.
and sometimes
wash
don't
your
even
hands.
wash their hands.
I didn't even
And
hear the
sometimes
toilet
I
roll.
was like, I know they did not wipe themselves. How
anybody
a
else
girl
getting
is
nauseous?
supposed to
Right.
wash, wipe themselves. Like, so I know they're walking around smelling like.
I got a question. Y'all eat at potlucks at work?
No, that was just not
It depends. It depends what it is. Is it
No.
catered?
That's how hungry I am.
No.
dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait, I will say
Sorry.
this. I eat at potlucks, but
I do
I eat usually the stuff that come from Publix.
Yeah, it's like
When
store
see, like,
Yeah,
bought
it's
stuff.
not homemade.
Listen, all y'all know where I work at. I don't eat nobody food. Period. Point blank. But unfortunately, I familiarize myself with certain shoes, so I know the culprits of who walk in and walk out and don't wash their hands. So I'm like, I know you can't borrow my pens. No, get out of my office. No.
I'll memorize the shoes.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Hilarious.
You know, and another thing, like recently,
What have you done?
another thing, recently,
I
like
didn't know.
women have brought in sprays,
Yeah.
to like help with the smell. People who do
So you
number
just
two.
got
I
Bath
just
and
think
Body
it's
Works
just
and doo-doo?
I just think it's disrespectful when you use the bathroom and it's spray sitting on the counter. You need to spray.
Don't even
it's
care.
and it's fresh.
Oh
Well,
my goodness.
there's this, I don't know what it's called, I can't think of it. But y'all, there's this poop spray. Y'all ever heard of this? It's like poopery or something like that. You're
Spray it
supposed
in
to
the-
spray it
spray it
in the toilet before
Oh,
you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
And it absorbs the smell.
Does it?
And
Does it work?
it works, yes.
Get that out the crib.
Because one of my coworkers brought some for the
Get that out the
bathroom.
crib.
No, it doesn't matter. It does work. You just got to use it.
Oh man. So I know, ladies, y'all are okay with talking to each other in the restroom, which is odd to me. I'm just going off of what, back in the days when I used to go to, the nightclub
You
or
used
whatever.
to go in the ladies'
How you know?
You had a nightclub and like the bathrooms are right across from your way, and then you open the bathroom and all the ladies in there talking. I just know for me as a man, when I'm standing next to you at the
It's
stall,
cold, man.
I'm like,
It's a
bro,
cold,
I don't.
bruh.
I don't want to talk to you. Why are you discussing? Oh, it's a great day
You
today.
can tell a dude weird when he's having a whole discussion. I'm just like, bro, I'm about to punch you in your face, man. You'll start talking to me.
Yeah, be like, man, listen, bro. I'm I'm not interested in knowing about what's going on with you. Why are you standing there squatting down, shaking yourself? What are you doing?
Now, the part that bothers me is, the smells, all that stuff, right? But the part that bothers me when you walk in the bathroom and dude's having a whole conversation on the toilet.
Straight up.
A whole phone call. I'm like, dude,
No.
this is, I'm at your house.
Very
bro.
inappropriate.
Yeah, man, I'm listening to your whole story. You know what I'm saying? And now you,
Well, what's more
Excuse me, go
concerning
home.
is the person that's on the other line. Why are they in the bathroom? Can't you hit the toilet?
You be like,
in the
you can't
sink?
hear the echo in here. And I think the one thing that bothers me the most, outside of the smells and the talking, is when these corporate guys, they come into the bathroom and they just put their briefcase on the floor,
Oh,
just
yeah.
straight on the floor.
briefcase. Dang.
Well, briefcase or their man bag or whatever they have.
In the early 90s? I didn't see a briefcase
Oh my bad, man.
in 20 years.
Computer bags. They put their computer bags and stuff.
Sorry if I couldn't let that slip. Briefcase.
What a geek.
I know what you meant, bro.
Nah, you all good, man. Now, outside of that, as my life is continuing to move forward, I started realizing that I have some strange habits, and they're not necessarily strange to me because I just regularly do them. Now, as you all have grown, have y'all started? Have you noticed little things that you do and that you didn't even realize that you did until you just stopped and thought about it? Something that's like a habit of yours, or just anything that you find that you like, wow, I do that a lot.
What are your habits?
Nobody did their own.
Let's start with you. Go ahead.
Oh no, I have no problem. My problem is that it's not, like I said, it's not a problem. But everybody that I encounter, I give a nickname.
That's true.
I never call anybody by their name. Diddy Rowe, Merlot, Back, Kimmy Kim, G Dub, Breezy.
Why you skipped over your wife, bro?
Because she got plenty names.
Keep those.
Wow. Okay.
Especially when you break it back.
Can you stop bringing that up?
Never let it go.
Well, no, feel free, everybody.
Sorry,
Go
blow
ahead.
her back out. I'm sorry.
Babe, can you go, please?
No.
Wow.
Next.
Oh man, I don't. None that I've observed. I don't think any that my wife observed. So I try to look at some things I know that she frequently states to me that she finds problematic, and she says that I chew loudly.
No, you Southern, man.
I'm eating
That's
food,
what you
bro.
do.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't believe in etiquette while eating. I'm eating.
You're eating, dog. When
That's
you
it,
open
bro.
your mouth, you're inhaling the scent of the food, so that enhances the taste.
Yeah.
Very true.
But it shouldn't sound like you got a hole in the back of your mouth.
Who you talking about?
I'm just saying.
No, don't be just saying.
Details to this.
No. I mean, you can hear it from across the room, but that's his though.
That's because it's good.
Yeah.
I'll say one for me, which Brian has brought up to me. I don't think I do anymore, but he used to hate when, and I wasn't doing it purposefully, but also with food, when I would eat, I would like bite on the fork or the spoon. So like that sound.
I hate that.
So he hated that. I was like, I never
hate that
noticed
sound, man.
I never noticed it, but that'd been one for me.
Everything. If I laugh in the other room, I'm in trouble. It was so funny. Why I ain't laughing?
That is not true.
I would say probably clear my throat.
Yeah.
Watch yourself.
Oh, after you eat, right?
Yeah, because I know, I got a little lactose intolerant, but I like to eat cheese products.
Still like
He does it all the time.
So, yeah. Well, that's normally because I eat breakfast and it's like I have cheese on it. So, it's like, that's one of the things. And probably what? Picking my nose.
Ew.
like he's like
Well, see, I just like does
You
that.
flick your nose.
he's
Yeah,
like
don't
not
say
in
pig,
it, but
man.
just like I don't know.
Sometimes people check me. They're like, oh, did you get it? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Bro, you just gonna shake my hand with the same hand?
Yeah, so that's probably me.
Me, let me see. Oh, can't seem to find any.
Yeah.
She's perfect.
What would you say? See,
It's a
can't
setup,
think of
Cleet.
it.
It's a setup.
It's a setup.
It's a setup.
You're not
man. You're
paying
perfect.
attention.
Okay, that's what I thought. What's one?
Since she has kids, she moves extremely slow.
Oh,
And
what they
she
say.
she takes forever now. That's like a new habit I picked up over the years.
Clee said, I didn't say it, though. I
He
didn't
clearing
say
his throat. He already told us that. That's what he got to do.
Thank you, Doc. Yeah.
Let's go, Dub. Come on, man.
You can't think of thank you.
I can't.
It's perfect patty over there.
I sniff in the morning and
You
I snore. These are all things said to my wife. I'm just going to go through the list, y'all. I clear my throat too much. I am long-winded.
Breathe too much. Breathe too much.
I did not say that.
I make a mess everywhere that I go. I'm a grammar police. I drive too fast.
Oh, we're crazy.
Wait a minute. Your wife said that you drive too fast?
Amen.
Come on.
The heavy footer?
I didn't say fast. I said crazy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I admit I do drive fast.
Okay.
And crazy.
Do I need to continue or is that enough?
Nah, man. I mean, you said plenty, man.
I can keep going.
He plays jazz. You know, you're like, what are you doing, bro? Anytime there's a quiet time, I'm like, bro, just let it be quiet. He's like,
So you ain't quiet.
Time out, dog. So what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
I don't know.
You don't realize that you just make noises?
Kim and I, that's like inside joke with Kim. It was quiet in the house. I'm like, you just don't like quiet, I guess. You know?
Yeah. So I got a lot of things that obviously not only. I mean, everyone sees a lot of imperfection.
Do any of those bother you?
Imperfection, bro.
This is what.
I shake too much when I sit down. Like I shake my knees.
I do it
much
too,
when I
so I
Because
can't
he's
even bother you.
sleepy.
Okay. So honestly,
At least you don't fall.
not one of these things bother me
Oh, you good?
at all. I like to think that they make me who I am.
Like
but-
typos.
Habit typo.
typos and misappropriated phrases.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
We need to address the gorilla in the room.
Bro, because what is that? Why can't I say the same right?
Okay. Cool. All right, got it. Address the gorilla. I get it. Yeah.
That's good one. That's good one, bro.
All right.
But yeah, that's true. Those are mine.
Oh, man. That was a good therapy moment, though. Bring it home, Breeze.
Excuse me. I cut people off while they talk.
Glory be to God.
Don't get punched in the mouth.
Oh, my God.
That's always been my whole life.
So it's purposeful.
Well, I just never fix it up.
Don't take your territory.
Another one is people think I'm not listening because while they're still talking, I move on to the next subject. So everybody fix it.
Makes sense.
Well, technically, you're not listening if you change the subject and didn't answer any of the
But I heard
questions.
what you said. I just moved on to the next.
without answering though.
You're like, so do you want to go to dinner tonight? Man, what time the game come on? All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Those were the two major ones.
Major.
Oh man, thank y'all. Thank you.
I didn't go.
Go ahead. I know. I said thank you for sharing your innermost, especially the Thompsons here.
It was
I mean, that was a therapeutic situation there.
Always gonna keep it real.
Go ahead, babe.
I don't think I have a lot that I know of. Y'all will have to tell me. I do clear my throat a lot. I think I've done that my entire life. It has something to do with a medical nasal drip thing.
Yeah.
What? What was that?
Clear your teeth.
No, let me. No, I don't.
Cheese.
Oh, no, what he's talking about is I have a permanent retainer in the top of my mouth
So-
where after I eat,
No.
I do this.
It's not even after she eats. It's 4 to 5 hours after she eats. And the whole
It's
night
not
while we in
4
the
to
bed.
5 hours. It's not. So anyway, let me think. I have.
Okay,
I
all right.
think this is more recent though that I noticed. Well, and since kids, it's not very recent because that's 12. So
Yep.
I noticed that if I'm thinking or doing something, it's hard for me to listen or pay attention to what somebody else is saying or doing.
So what you're saying is multitasking doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
No,
All right, amen.
No.
Not at all.
Because your brain can only focus on one thing at a time.
Say it
really,
again for the
honestly.
people in the back.
So I do that a lot
Yeah,
too. And I also notice, for whatever reason, more recently, when I first start engaging with people, I don't look at you. Like I hear you and I know you're there, but I'm not looking
That
at you.
bothered me.
Until like I draw in to really get involved in whatever it is we're doing, then I'm like, oh yeah, okay. But I
exist.
yeah.
So that's why Al's so sensitive about not looking him in the eye when he's talking to him.
He trying
It's starting to make
he
sense
make us
now.
pay for it. Yeah.
I deal with it on a daily basis.
It is a bad, it's a bad habit though, but you
I'm
don't
really
even
talking to you.
realize that you're doing it because my kids do it too.
Yeah.
Like they'll be talking or doing something and not looking at you. I don't know why, but
And I have to be the only one to get on everybody. And be like, you look at people when you talk to them. Like it's special.
no,
What are you doing over
that's
here?
not special. Yeah, but that's me.
Thank you,
That's
honey.
it.
I said thank you, honey.
Oh, all right.
Back
Did you
on.
have any more?
You should have a long
He's
list.
a jerk. Bully. Start with a bully.
Sir?
No, I really, other than the nicknames, my friends think I'm a bully,
Evidence.
which is, I have friends that are liars.
What
That's a bad habit. Bad habit.
tell
that I
people
have.
how you, why would you tell people how you store material to trash people?
Straight bully.
Was he honest, Adrian?
Honest about what?
His one habit.
No, of course not.
What habits I have, babe?
You have a lot of habits.
Oh, I do have a bad habit that has carried over through, in which it has been a focus in our house since the day we moved in together.
He does not close the cabinets.
I don't close cabinets.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god!
No.
Is that a guy thing?
Understand me when I say this. Every cabinet is open and left open.
Yes! It is. That's a guy thing.
I'm just letting you know I was there.
Every kitchen cabinet.
It's not a habit.
It's a habit.
It's nature.
It's a bad habit.
Let me tell you. Wayne does it so bad. We get home, he gets out the car. Like one time he left the car running. He just got the car. I'm like, you left the door and the car running.
Just,
How do you do it?
just add it to my list.
No.
Just listen, man. This is what
I understand.
This is who we
I
are.
told you everything, bro. Everything.
This is who we are.
Did I say I breathe too hard?
I told you, bro.
Yeah, that's the biggest one that she hates because she'll come in there and just
Slam
I
every
have
door.
all the cabinets open, dog.
Every
Cabinets
single one.
ain't even look for nothing. Then it's just I don't even be trying to do it. I be telling myself, be like, man, let me close these cabinets, and then it's squirrel.
You just walk away.
I just walk away.
Walk away.
So let me
And I
ask
be
this
like,
question
listen,
though,
I
Al.
closed 5 of them.
Do you leave lights on?
Yes. He has his own hamper. That's not in the hamper that we have.
That has nothing to do with lights. You just bringing in
I
stuff.
was going down the list.
You just bringing in stuff.
He opened up one. I just went down the list.
All right.
Lights, cabinets,
That's
Lights, hampers.
I knew what she was going.
Just won't do right.
what's that next topic that you got?
Can't get right, boss. Hey, what else you got, babe?
Go ahead and move on to the
I'm
next.
stop.
Dang, Jesus, Louise. He said, "Do I leave the lights on?"
I'm gonna stop.
Listen, we all have a power problem. Now, most guys, when you take your clothes off, you know the hamper's right there. But I'm just gonna put it right here on the floor because eventually I'm gonna end up washing it anyway. So I just make a pile. I make my pile neat. She just doesn't like the fact that I'm making the pile. So I don't think that shouldn't even be brought up.
I agree.
That's phenomenal.
I'm a little angry about it. Nah, we good. So I'm gonna move on, man. Y'all are ridiculous. So I'm gonna move on to something that's been very controversial out in the news lately, and definitely it was something that I wanted to bring up, and the fellas wanted to bring up too. While we have the wives in here, if y'all haven't heard or you haven't seen it was a podcast. I forgot the name of the podcast itself, but
Pull it up.
but it was T.I. did an interview with this particular show, and he brought up and mentioned some things that he does with his daughter to ensure of her purity. So I would just love to hear y'all thoughts on it. Did anybody actually see the story or read the story or hear the story?
Yeah.
Heard about it. My question is, I guess, did he take all? I know he has a boatload of kids.
Boatload.
Did he take all the males to the doctor and have a thing stick up their little PPs to see if they're?
Oh.
Well, it doesn't work that way, Kim.
Well, I know they check for STDs like that and stuff. I'm just saying.
Castrate. We checking for prostates right here, right now.
12 years
How old
old.
are you?
What?
No, but I want to hear everybody's opinion on how that,
Well,
on your opinion on the situation.
I think the purpose or his thought process behind it is okay, but the manner by which he's doing it is not okay. Because you talk to your kids and you teach them, whether it's girl or a boy, and you trust them. And to check in the manner that he is doing it every single time or every time she has an event or goes to a party or something, he's taking her for that specific reason only. That just displays to me a level of distrust.
That was every time it goes. I thought it was every year.
Well,
After her birthday.
every
I think it was
year, but it
after
was he
her
also
yearly.
spoke about events, like after she would go to a party or after she go hang out or something like that.
Jeez.
He would put a little note on her door and tell her what time it
Pretty
was.
sexist too, though. 'Cause I'm sure he's
So-
not doing this to the males.
That's a good point.
Right. Right. It has to be across the board. But then the thing that I thought about was, why is he doing it? And her mom, where's her mom in the picture? Didn't say anything
It's
about
more
that.
important to him than it is to her,
Right.
from what we can gather from the story.
So I don't know. I understand what he's thinking, meaning he doesn't want that to happen, but I truly believe he's going about it the wrong way.
Yeah, I agree. And then plus, who's to say like this day and age? I mean, things were happening back when we were young too. I mean, she doesn't have to have sexual intercourse per se to be sexually active with somebody. So
Right.
she could be doing a whole
Any and
boatload of
everything.
other stuff, you know?
Tell us
Right.
what you're talking about there. It's the queen of the south.
That's
baby.
for the After Midnight podcast. But yeah, and then like, I don't know, like I just feel like, with her being a girl, of course, she has her cycle, and if she's been using tampons per se, like
Yeah.
if the hymen is broken, like that don't mean she's necessarily sexually active. It's because she's using tampons,
Right.
So
Yeah, I wouldn't
yeah.
know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Thought about that too.
Okay.
Next on the floor.
I'll go. I agree with both Kim and Adrian. Good purpose, but I mean, she's 18. I want to know how longer is he going to keep doing this? Like, she's 18 now. Are you going to go to what, 21, 25? Like, how long?
Hopefully he's done.
I'm hoping he's done. But like Kim said, it can be broken different ways. The tampon, and the doctor told him that too. But he's like, he still wants to know.
We don't do no horseback riding.
Horseback riding, riding a bike, all of those are different forms. So it's like, it to me serves no purpose. And if I don't know who else he's doing, what other child is he doing this with? So, and then of course the mom. So it's just too much. And like, what is the consequence if she doesn't go? Like,
That's what
she's
I
gonna
thought
lose her
about.
inheritance. You're not gonna give her money. Like, holding it over her head. Like,
what would be the
Doing it
consequence?
because she got an inheritance on the line.
right?
Or like she
So,
about to come to
But
some-
still, so they walk up in the GYN and he said, "Oh, it's broken." Okay, then what? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You still have to face it the same way you would any other way. So
Exactly.
why put her through that, turmoil to have to go to the visits with her? I'm sure she doesn't like it.
I wouldn't. I ain't going.
It's crazy.
I just think it's just dumb that you even just taking your daughter like that frequently. I mean, because if you have that open discussion and the trust with her, then she would just honestly tell you,
Yeah.
"Dad, I'm still a virgin."
Exactly.
I mean, but because of the environment he has established with his family and the type of lifestyle that he lives,
that part.
then that's a whole nother factor.
Hashtag
So
Magic
now
City.
you're not even actually building the trust with your daughter. You're building off of society because society is like, well, I don't know what she doing at the party. Well, you let her go to the party.
Right.
You let her be exposed to your rap life, and who knows? Who knows? She might not be. She's still a virgin, but she could be taking drugs. Like it's just,
Yeah, she have
like you
another
just
thing,
never
yeah.
know. But you caught up on the hymen thing, and she could be somewhere else. But because I think the open communication might not even be there, you have to trust the doctor to tell you that the hymen's still there. So I think if it was done, if he had an open discussion with her consistently, and hopefully he does this with his kids, then I think he wouldn't have to do that every year.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
Man, I think as a parent, he has a right to have a vested interest in his children's sexual activity. I think as parents, we all do.
Right.
And we all want to not only let them know the importance of, maintaining abstinence, also let them know the consequences of not abstaining from sex prior to marriage. So, there is a lot of education that's required from parents. There is a level of participation that's required from parents to help their children along the way. He did say something that I thought was pertinent. I think he stated that a lot of times when we're growing up, we don't like what our parents are doing, but he's like, very few of us have turned around and looked at it and, from, once we're older and say, I hate that they did that. He was like, a lot of the stuff they did for our good, we appreciate it once we're older, but we may not at the moment.
Big facts.
Which, I definitely agree with that. But I do think that his methodology is not one that I agree with because, and again, I don't know the whole context. He could do this with all his kids. He could do it with the boys as well. But I would ask, how is that possible?
Right.
So it does. It does feed into that misogynistic element, that patriarchal element that's pervasive in culture. I think also that his lifestyle has shaped who he is as a person, and he's now transposed that on how he views his kids.
Right.
And he wants to protect them, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to protect your kids. I believe that we all want to protect our kids. So I think that's, a lot of his rationale, a lot of his reasonings. From her perspective, I don't know their relationship, but I would definitely believe that there is a benefit tied to her continuing to do this. I know as long as, once I hit 18 and I was in college, I received certain benefits from my parents as long as I stayed within their guidelines. In college, as long as you keep good grades, we'll help you out to this capacity. And that could be a part of the agreement. Hey, you keep your purity, you go to these checkups, and I'll help, sustain you for X amount of years. And that's a part of it. So she could be a willing participant in that. Doesn't justify it. But again, he's her father. And that's his daughter. He has that right. again, like the doctor said, a lot of ways that the hymen can be broached. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the hymen is. I didn't want to look it up.
Don't want to go down that.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, we don't even. No,
We've already had
Hey, I know
disgusting-
Al has his own hamper.
Yes.
But but I also want to think, man, is this the most pertinent area that he cares about for his daughter? Like, is he doing a urinalysis to make sure she's not taking any illegal drugs? To make sure she's not, using heroin or anything else, taking hair samples to make sure, she's not doing any of that, or make sure she ain't running a Ponzi scheme, which could ultimately land her in prison. These are all
You never know.
So and so that's what I'm saying. So it looks like this one area, he may, be hypersensitive of. Intentions may be good. It's not my job to chastise him or say he's parenting incorrectly. I look at the root of it, and I can understand why he's doing it, especially having daughters. But I hope that my approach is slightly different, and that we have open lines of communication, that I model before them the type of lifestyle that a man should lead, and the type of lifestyle, the way I treat their mother. That's what they expect from any guy that they're, will endeavor to build a relationship with. So
Yeah. That's
my take.
Go ahead, Doug.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
this is gonna be like, I think this is the very, very first time this has ever happened, but I 100% agree with everything Brian said.
Podcast over, guys.
And from myself.
No, I honestly, I was a little bit upset at the public outrage for T.I., not from the standpoint of the act, but like, hey, y'all, what do you do at home with your child that's not in agreement with what the masses think? Mm-hmm. He's a celebrity, so he's doing an activity that most people don't agree with. Let me be clear. I do not agree with this activity and the way he's doing it. I just want to make sure I'm clear on that. But that's his daughter. Like, like Brian said, he has that right. There are certain things that I do with my kid that other people would look at me and they see what I'm doing with my kid. Like, I wouldn't give my child an iPad when he was 3 years old, and they might go crazy on that. He should be. Me and my mother, Lord have mercy, went back and forth about my children's devices, and we do this even today. So it's like, I couldn't imagine. Now, someone may say, "Oh, this is a little bit more severe. This is an invasion of privacy." Yep. I had my privacy invaded several times when I was growing up. I wasn't even allowed to have a door.
Y'all locking this door?
Not having the door locked. So it was like, what? It's everything is extremely subjective, and it's based on that person and that family. Again, I want to be clear. I do not agree. I think if he's only doing it to his daughter, that is sexist. If he's only doing it to this daughter, that is like super prejudiced. But then again, I agree with Brian in the sense that, look, you do X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, and you get this when you're 18. Like, that's the essence of a trust fund. Right? Like, people they give you benefits based on you just hitting this certain age and not being a loser in certain aspects. So this isn't something that's, far-fetched. I think that the outcry and the people who made the podcast, they apologized for not checking him, and they apologized and they took the episode down. I'm just like, this is crazy. Like,
it's already out there now.
Yeah, but I'm trying to understand. Like, you got a whole lot of backlash for, if it's not his child. I agree. Then this needs to be. This is his child. Everyone does something with their child that the public does not agree with, because the public is not the parent. Mm-hmm. Right? Yep. You are the individual parent. You understand the needs of your child. Now, again, T.I. is taking it to, in my opinion, extremes by going and checking the hymen. But hey, that's what he put in place, and that's what she, as a daughter, is agreeing to, and that's what she's agreeing to. Right? Now, if I was thinking about, like, Al said, he was like, "Oh, I just wouldn't go." If I were the daughter and I was the daughter of T.I., I'd find a way to pay the doctor off.
I'm about to say,
right? Like, I would just look, man, I'm gonna pay you under the table. I'm gonna figure this out. Lie to him and tell him, because he don't know what it look like. Brian don't know. We don't know what it look like. It's just like, okay, cool. I'm going based off of what the doctor tells me, so I'm paying the doctor off. Easy. Maybe I watch too many crime shows, but it is what it is. I'm paying the doctor off. But even in that moment, like,
anyway,
exactly, she could be running a Ponzi scheme. That's way more important than her sexual purity. So I think also it's important to taking T.I.'s background into account. Like, I mean, we all have these. The way that we raise our children are based off of what our belief system is, and our life experiences dominate our belief system. T.I.'s life experience with women.
Yeah. ...
Like, I'm pretty sure there's a place that he funded. It's called Magic City. I've never been there. I know nothing about it, but I've heard stories of a place like that, and I know that he doesn't want his daughter to end up in a place like that. So what is he going to do? He's taking extreme measures to make sure that he does not fall within that lifestyle that he has run rampant with for so many years. So he just, again, extreme. He's very, very extreme. But I'm like, man, come off of this dude's parenting, man. Like, parent your child. Do what you're going to do with your child, and you make sure that you do that. But just, when she's 18, that's a different story. Now she's grown. You do what you do. But like, dude's a parent.
Yeah. I have none extra. The guys covered it phenomenally.
I
think, Brian, one thing I was just harping on was what you model before them. Like, for T.I., that's the biggest reason why he's going to this extreme, because he's been to the extreme in his lifestyle.
Yeah, he's lived that life.
Yeah, so I think the guys
He's seen how destructive that life could be especially for a female.
For a family. So he went through with his wife. Like, come on. And
so I can understand, it's based off his life experiences. That's why he's going to the extreme like that. It's important to him because he's seen the ugly side of it. But everyone's saying the same thing. It's his child, so he's doing what he needs to do for his child with his resources. So
as long as it's not nothing illegal, not nothing like that's what I'm saying. Like, if someone's doing something illegal, they're abusing a child, then that's one thing. But
we don't have all the information as to make a full statement anyway. So,
but I would say I would be more critical if he wasn't in her life at all.
Come on now.
At least we're having a discussion.
Like, I got an 18-year-old daughter. I don't know. I don't support her. I don't care.
Right.
That's cause to be mad. But the fact that he's there
and he's making an effort with his life experiences. It's like he's making an effort. So you got to applaud that.
Yeah.
But Wayne made a great point. It's like the public can't be your litmus
your
test.
barometer.
Yeah. That you're doing something right. No.
Yeah, hey, man. Anything else, ladies? I just want to make sure, because we're going to end on that note.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. So for myself, my lovely wife, Miss Adrian, my boy Diddy Rowe, Miss Merlot, my boy Cleet the Geek,
Yo.
Queen of the South, Miss Kim, G-Dub, and Sabrina! We out.